Welcome to a Bonzoleum drum channel video. This is a tutorial. I'm going to try and keep it fast. One of my 2025 resolutions that I've been trying to keep to is being as succinct as possible. I just ate a bowl of oatmeal, and there's a nugget or two of oatmeal I can feel in and around my teeth on the inside. I'm afraid it's going to whiz out right here when I'm talking, but there you go. So, Day of the Eagle by Robin Trower. We play that with the deaf right ear, and somebody saw that us cover of it, or doing our version, or our cover of it, and was like, hey, you know, could you make a tutorial about that? Okay, so here's the vibe I get from it. And remember, this is all just my opinion. Anytime you see this, any comments I make or whatever, this is just, I notice about the track, when you hear the track, it sounds just a teeny bit stiff as far as the drums go, to me. Maybe it's the take or whatever it is, it's the mojo they're going for. There's almost sort of like a, well, I could go, I'll get into it maybe linearly as far as the parts, but there's almost like a paradigm drum beat in the main part. Is really this. But as you can see in this video, I typically don't, I don't know, maybe because the bass drum's so big, I always feel it kind of gets in the way. I don't want it to be like, but kind of on the recording, you do hear that. But it does to me if you just listen to it. It's kind of like. And then it breathes. It sounds like they did a take or two or three and cobbled it together, or one take all the way through, but without a click track. I mean, you can hear the time move a little. But again, so the beginning will be like 1, 2, 3, 4. What that really is, I swear, it's the same thing of like. Remember when that used to happen and back in like, God, the glorious 80s of like hip hop and stuff? Or went into do not unlike the bad mushroom trip I had 37 years ago. The ascending, well anyway. But so that's what you have. Hang on, I have to back into the Trowerdom. Yeah, so the first, you can lead the first one with 3 strokes. 1, 2, 3, 4, a 1. A 1 and. A 1 and. So a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1. A 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a, you know what I mean? A 1. But that first one, I think he doesn't. I think he just goes 1 the first time, which is 2 strokes. 1 a 3 a 3 a 4. I don't know if he does a flam at the end, but remember, I'm so used to doing it. I do a lot of things to it because it's a great jam. I love it. But anyway, so remember that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat. Rat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat. Oh my God! You know where else that's used? The song "Hit" by the Sugar Cubes. Anyway, at the end of that song, it's a great tune. The Sugar Cubes. This wasn't supposed to happen. Anyway, but to get to where that's pertinent in here at the very end of the song, there's a guy in the Sugar Cubes, or there was. So you had Bjork. You know what I mean? Great, extremely talented person. But there was another person in the band that I think was maybe the DJ and sort of part-time rapper. And I just remember, like, he has like a verse or two in the song, and it's sort of awkward. You can tell English isn't like one of his top 75 languages. Clap your hands, it really hurts. Well, I said, ouch, that really hurt. It's pretty neat. It's cool because it's like I said, ouch, it really hurt. No, but what happens is this is what I'm getting at. I'm not trying to poke fun, but I get a chuckle out of it. So it's the fade out of "This Wasn't Supposed to Happen," hit by Sugar Cubes. This wasn't supposed to happen. And and then he sickles I said it. And then as the song goes on through the last chorus, he goes, remember how I said, this really hurts? Or this really hurts. And he actually, let me get to the point. I'm sorry, I just feel like a jerk kind of making fun, but it is funny in a certain way. It goes, this really hurts. That sound familiar? God, I think that's so funny. This really hurt. You can hear it on the fade out. Man, I always wanted to loop that for something. I'm serious. This really hurts. No, but back to like 80s, like, what was it like? You know what I'm saying? That's like the mojo of it. But anyway, back to the song at hand, which is Robin Trower. Hey, it's a little faster, right? You hear me singing? No, I don't know, I'm doing this with the hat. You can just go. But the beat really is, if you listen to it, I'm sure you could probably isolate it with Moises or whatever. But there really does seem it's busier than you think. It's sort of like, I don't know if it's probably not a Zeppelin-y, but you know what I mean? You get the mojo. And you just follow the chordal thing, the music thing. 3, 4. I mean, that's the whole mojo of it, which is so cool. So to summarize, it's actually... Actually, you know what I think he does, though? He might hit the crashes in those breaks. I think later in the song he does. Maybe at the beginning he just goes. So that would go 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4, a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1. Ha. It's if you can think of that like stuff parts of it in time as even a melodic thing. Well, ha ha, jump, ha ha, ha, whoa. Remember, on that front end, he doesn't necessarily go, he might just do the 1, your discretion. And then, of course, into the... You know what it is? It's strident. The best word I can describe about it is it's strident, because I think the drummer, too. These guys are great musicians. This is a great tune. Robin Trower. Anybody drumming with Robin Trower? When I say stiff, I'm not saying that it might not have been on purpose. Because I think maybe the thing is the contrast between like the front end of it. Like it's delivered almost like with this look on your face. You're kind of like, yeah, kind of. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And that really implies a... Don't be afraid to throw another crash in there every so often. And then we get to the... And so those happen. It's that beat and those things like 4 or 5 times. And then it goes... You know, it depends. Like on the record, it's like, does it retard or is it already chopped down? No, yeah, it doesn't. I'm sorry, it's in straight time. It does. It's not like. You know what I mean? So bear with me. I'm trying to bring it up into the hard drive-ish. That's how we do it live. But it is slower. It's more dramatic. So that's what you duct tape on the end of it. That's more Bonhamy. But even there's more bass drum. It's kind of like... So this is a little faster price, but you get the mojo that's right. So it says, imagine, bow, right? But then just change that riff to... Mix it up a little, and then fills come in. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But for me, whenever we play it live, sometimes there's always little nerves, at least in my part. So it's like. Okay, more videos on the way, including a lot more videos on the way. I'm getting back in the Bonzoleum drum business, baby. And to show you, I'm giving away... We'll talk about it later. There's a Led Zeppelin book I'm going to give away. Yeah! Anyway, so, thanks for the suggestion, Dudesicle, on this song. Or whomever you are. More videos on the way. I hope everyone's doing great. Here we are in the original Bonzoleum studios. We're all Bonzoleum drum videos, at least as far as anything Bonzoleum-ish. Apart from a band I'm doing, well, maybe every so often. I mean, if something, you know what I mean. Here in the original digs. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. I have the hats here for when we have the Order of the Royal Bonzoleum, John Bonham, Led Zeppelin order. You know? Check it out. You know what I'm talking. Hang on. Oh, wait, no, hang on. I kind of, well, see, these are felt-ish. They are now. Woo! Wait, what is this burning hunk? Oh, this is for the headphones that I'm effing trying to charge here. They keep running out of juicifer. All right, here we go. Check it out. Hat. I love these hats, but this is it, man. We got to get George back down here, Peisty Bob. And we got Jason Bonham down here and be like, listen, you know, don't mean to be crazy, but you got to remember what Zeppelin means to a lot of us. Especially a lot of American kids in the 70s and 80s. It was really like, oh, kinda. It was like a, well, You know what I'm saying? People really, somebody listening to Zeppelin and the Who wouldn't be like, and the way it sort of was strictly defined back, wouldn't be caught dead listening to like, you know what I mean? I don't mean to say, but now everybody listens to everything all over the joint. But anyway, back to Zeppelindom. Get Dudesicle down here. Jason Bonham would be great. And just now, we don't have to, Rupert Pupkin him, really, maybe. But there's a lot of questions. We might be like, yeah, so you tell us about the Amber Kit. He might be like, Amber Kits. There were actually 4 of them. There was one that went to, you never know, I don't know. It'd be interesting, because we'd love that stuff. Remember our yearning to find out the specs of Bonhamdom. Yes, Billy Harrington went over to England and found out right there, prima facie e pluribus unum, that those gosh damn thermoglass bass drums were 15 inches deep. Bam! Anyway, more videos on the way. Of course, check out Bonhamology, vintage drummer, Alex Slavin drums, Bonham also waltzes, the whole package. Okay, kick it like Bonham. Thank you.